Chilly Chap's Mysteries Unveiled. Case number 7. Hobgoblins. Legendary, mystical, and supernatural beings. Welcome to Chilly Chap's Mysteries Unveiled. Dive into the world of the unexplained with me, Chilly Chap, as I unravel strange mysteries and provide insightful analysis. From ancient legends to modern-day enigmas, join me on a journey to uncover the truth behind the world's most intriguing secrets. Subscribe and become part of our mystery-solving community. In the shadows of hearth and moonlight, we discover the enigma of hobgoblins. Listen closely, for I shall weave a tale of hobgoblins, the twilight wanderers, the veiled mischief makers. In the ancient folds of English folklore, they flit like shadows across the threshold, their secrets whispered to the wind. There certainly seems to be an intriguing tapestry woven around these elusive beings. Their laughter, half mirth, half malice, lingers in the corners of ancient forests and dimly lit attics. Hobgoblins are elusive spirits, once linked to hearth and home. Their laughter echoed in the flicker of candle flames, their touch light as dew on morning grass. They swept hearths clean, stirred cauldrons, and whispered forgotten recipes to drowsy cooks. These capricious spirits revel in the delicate balance between help and harm. A hobgoblin might mend a frayed shoelace one moment, only to unravel it again when you least expect it. Their loyalty wavers like smoke in a moonbeam. And beware their chameleon hearts. Hobgoblins, masters of illusion, slip into borrowed skins. The milkmaid, the blacksmith, even the oak tree. Their true forms? A secret whispered among the cobwebs, known only to the moon and the foxgloves. But beware, as Christianity's tendrils reached into the heart of the land, the veil lifted, their helpful guise unravelled, revealing a darker thread. Beneath the playful veneer lies a darker truth. Some hobgoblins wear their malevolence like a tattered cloak. Their eyes, glinting like shards of obsidian, hold secrets older than the oldest oaks. When they bare their fangs, even the bravest falter. In England, in the quietude of thatched-roofed cottages and dew-drenched meadows, hobgoblins wove their mischief, their laughter like silver threads stitched together the mundane and the mystical. There are tales aplenty of objects mysteriously vanishing, a silver spoon, a cherished locket, spirited away by unseen hands. The blame fell upon hobgoblins, their gossamer touch leaving riddles in the air. Where did my spectacles wander? Pondered old Mrs. Applebottom, her eyes squinting at the empty hearth. Hobgoblins are known as nocturnal pranksters. When the moon hung low, hobgoblins emerged from shadowed corners. They rattled windows, mimicked the owl's mournful hoot, and rearranged the pantry. The milk jug danced a silent jig, and the broom swept secrets under the rug. Fearful whispers echoed, "The hobgoblins are at it again." Guardians of the harvest, beneath moonlit oaks, hobgoblins stood sentinel over crops and livestock. Their eyes, like polished acorns, watched for blight and pestilence. A farmer, weary from toil, would find his wheat unharmed, dew-kissed, as if blessed by unseen hands. "The hobgoblins smile upon us," he murmured. Brownie's bargain. Ah, the brownie, a cousin to hobgoblins, yet distinct. In snug kitchens they toiled, their tiny forms flitting like moth wings. Sweepers of hearths, stackers of firewood, they worked for crumbs and sips of warm milk. But beware, a slight, a harsh word, and the brownie's eyes would darken. Their pranks turned bitter, spilled milk, tangled yarn, and dreams twisted away. Yes, certainly hobgoblins revel in their tricks. They hide keys, unravel yarn, and rearrange the very constellations. Objects vanish, only to reappear in unlikely corners, their laughter echoing through the rafters. Picture this, a weary farmer, stumbling upon a misplaced ploughshare, curses the earth. Little does he know, a hobgoblin grins from the hedgerow, mischief woven into its very essence. So, dear listener, you would be forgiven for having never heard of hobgoblins, but there are examples throughout history. I'll now mention some of the famous hobgoblins. Let me conjure a scene for you, a snippet from Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream, where our mischievous hobgoblin, Robin, also known as Puck, finds himself caught in the act. Act 2, Scene 1. Titania's attendant suddenly recognises Puck, accusing him of being the hobgoblin who is blamed for roguish acts in the village, such as frightening young women or misleading night travellers. Puck admits that he is this merry wanderer of the night. Imagine it, the attendant's eyes widen, suspicion and awe warring within. She points a trembling finger and her voice trembles like dew-kissed petals. Are you not that shrewd and knavish sprite, the one who frights maidens, misleads night wanderers, and laughs at their harm? And Puck, ever unrepentant, grins, a moonbeam caught in his eyes. Thou speaks aright, I am that merry wanderer of the night. He confesses, his cloak rustles, secrets woven into its threads, and mischief dances on the edge of his tongue. What happens next? Perhaps the observer gasps, torn between fear and fascination. Or maybe she steps closer, drawn by the forbidden magic. The Puck, caught in the mortal gaze, becomes both legend and reality, a riddle wrapped in moonlight. Then we have Robin Goodfellow, the most notorious of them all. Robin Goodfellow is a mischievous sprite, a trickster of the highest order. His pranks are legendary, his cunning unmatched. He's the Loki of the fairy world, a force of chaos and mischief. Then there's a curious case of Billy Blind, a stark contrast to Robin. Billy Blind is a hobgoblin with a heart of gold. He's found in ancient ballads and is the protector of the helpless, offering sage advice in times of peril. His blindness, far from a disability, seems to grant him a unique perspective on the world. Then we have Blue Birches, a shape-shifting enigma. Blue Birches is a hobgoblin of many forms. He can appear as an old man, a majestic white horse, a mischievous black pig, or even a wisp of blue smoke. His pranks, while harmless, leave a trail of bewilderment and amusement in his wake. Then we've got Dobby the Free Elf. Although classified as elf in Harry Potter, it has to be said that Dobby exhibits many hobgoblin-like features. Once a prisoner to the cruel Malfoy family, Dobby, a loyal house elf, yearned for freedom. He risked his life to warn Harry Potter of the deadly Chambers of Secrets. Harry's clever trick, trapping Tom Riddle's diary in a sock, set Dobby free. Now liberated, Dobby found joy in simple tasks at Hogwarts, befriending Harry, Ron, and Hermione. His final act of courage came when, wounded but determined, he sacrificed himself to save Harry, leaving behind the poignant epitaph, "Here lies Dobby, a free elf." Molly Weasley, a fierce protector of those who she loved, ensured justice for a fallen friend. Dobby was a force of nature who knew no bounds. Then we have Robin Roundcap. Robin Roundcap is a tale of retribution and redemption. Ah, Robin Roundcap, the elusive spirit of East Yorkshire's hearth, a hobgoblin who danced on the precipice between benevolence and mischief. His tale is one of whispers in the wind and shadows that shift in the moonlight. In the ancient hills of Spaldington Hall, where the stones whispered secrets, Robin flitted like a phantom. He tended the hearth with both diligence and caprice, his gnarled hands shaping wheat and chaff like a mischievous artist. But woe to those who angered him. His temper could turn the hearth cold and spill milk, a testament to his unpredictable nature. Yet his pranks had consequences. 3 priests, their voices laced with ancient incantations, bound him to a well, where he counted the passing years, each drop a reflection of his laughter or his remorse. Robin Roundcap's Well, they called it, a portal to mischief and penance. But Robin was more than a mere imp. He yearned for companionship, whispering secrets to the mice and owls under the waning moon. His laughter echoed through the stone walls, a secret known only to the night. One fateful night, Robin's laughter faltered, replaced by a sombre silence. He sensed the end drawing near, a fate even Harry Potter might have admired. With his bare hands, he dug his own grave, a patch of earth near Shell Cottage. There he found eternal freedom, his legacy etched in the earth. I do have a surprising hobgoblin for you, that of Hobgoblin beer, one of my favourites of all time. Hobgoblin beer, a brew of mischief. Me and my best friend Phil supped rather a lot of this ale in Oxford back in the day. In fact, there was a pub called the Hobgoblin down the Cowley Road, conveniently placed between about 50 different restaurants and takeaways. Oh, the nostalgia! Hobgoblin beer, a brew that dances on the edge of legend and mischief, was first conjured by Witchwood Brewery in the heart of Oxfordshire. This crimson elixir, Hobgoblin Ruby, it's a waltz of figs, raisins and dates. As you sip it, you feel like you're sat at a crackling hearth. But beware its potency, it's 4.5% from cask and 5.2% from bottles or cans. Just enough to ensnare the senses and leave you wondering if you've glimpsed the realm of mischievous spirits. Hobgoblin IPA was even crowned as world's best IPA, a testament to its enchanting taste. So in conclusion, in the twilight hour, as dusk settles, hobgoblins emerge from the shadows. Their footsteps echo in forgotten corridors, their laughter a haunting melody. They tiptoe along the edge of reason, leaving riddles in their wake. Fear not their mischief, for it's the price of glimpsing the otherworldly. They are the guardians of thresholds, the keepers of secrets whispered by ancient oaks. So, dear seeker of mysteries, when the moon hangs low and the hearth crackles, listen. Next time you glimpse a misplaced key or hear the wind whisper secrets, consider, is it the hobgoblin's jest or the brownie's plea? For in the twilight spaces where folklore and reality entwine, their stories linger, a dance of mischief and magic. Perhaps you'll even catch a glimpse of a hobgoblin's wistful grin, a riddle wrapped in moonlight. Please like if you enjoyed my video and consider subscribing to keep up to date with my other investigations. Thanks for watching.